Hey there everyone, Namaste, this is Akshata Garg back again with another video. So guys, how you are doing? I hope you are programming and coding well. In this video guys, what we are going to learn is about Fibonacci series. As you can see on the screen, in Fibonacci series we require two initializers. One is that zeroth element should be there and the first element 0 and 1. Later on just we keep on updating in a loop. So what it is that the zeroth and first element, many one will saying why not first? Guys, we are programmers, so we just take from 0. Okay, so if you want to access the second element, what you will say? Sum of previous two. Okay, then we just keep on doing this again and again. Let me show you that 0 and 1 is given. Sum of previous two is what? 1. Now sum of previous two, 1 plus 1 2, next 3, next 5, next 8, and just it goes on. Okay, like this. So this is the basic question asked in interviews, and there are some of the modifications with which interviewer may came. So what is there? That first of all we will see how to print a Fibonacci series, then we will see other versions of it. Okay, to print a, like there is that the interviewer must ask that print me a sum of nth Fibonacci terms, or he may say give me nth Fibonacci number. Anything can be there guys. Okay, first of all we will see how to print a Fibonacci series. So let's get started. I'm just going to create a function fib series, then what I will say, give me n. Now we have to check all the preconditions or base cases like this. If n is 0, if user say that give me the 0th element, what we will give him? We will just print n. But if he say give me till 1, if there is 1 in this, then what we will say? That if n is equal to 1, then what is there? Either I can just show you like this, that we will be having a is equal to 0, or directly I can show you print 0 and print 1. From where are they coming? If it may create a confusion, a is equal to 0 and this b is equal to 1. So just we are printing them. Okay, like this. Now what is the case if all the other elements are greater than 1? Then just we will keep on looping. Like, let me just take the help, because initializing we need. Now we need to update our cth element like this. For I in range, from where? See, it is 0, it is first. We have to begin from then 2. Yeah, yes. We will just update our cth element. It will be what? Sum of previous two. Now we have to update our previous two elements for the next element. How it will be? That a will become what? B, and my b will become what? C. Okay, just then I have to give a print cth element. See how it works. If someone gives me like this 2, so a is what? 1, b is 1, then c is what? 2. For the next element, now a will be become what? This b, that is 1, and b will become what? C. Same we have done over here. Okay, I hope it makes sense to you. It will. Now let's test it, starting from 0 itself, and yes, it's giving us. So let me try for, yeah, it is giving me. And if I want something for 5, now you all must be wondering, here it's coming on next line. I want in the same line. You can do it, because in Python print default goes in next line. If I want something like this, I want to print comma at the end. Yes, you can give that. Either if you want space, just provide it with a space. Whatever you want. How do you want to end your print statement? Just give it in a keyword end. Okay, this parameter over here, and like this. Okay, I hope it made sense to you. Yeah, so now let's see another version of it, that is sum. Def fib sum, if nth element is there. Now in this the conditioning is bit different. If n is 1, or n is equal to 0, that means user is saying either 0 or the first element, just give a print of nth element, that n itself means 0 1 is 1, n is itself, yeah. Else what will be there? I will initialize my sum with 0 and will give my a is equal to 0 and b is equal to 1, and what I will say, sum is equal to a plus b. Okay, then what I will say, for I in range from where, because first two elements we are having, so I will say 2 to n plus 1. Okay, then what I will say, c I will update it like this and add it into our sum like this. And just now what is left? Yes, I know you know it. Yeah, we have to update our previous elements like this, and our work is done over here. Let me quickly call it. What was the name of my fifth sum? Okay, I'm calling it with, suppose I'm saying first of all 1, 0 and 1, sum should be what? 1. Yeah, it is giving me that. If of first till 5, yes, it is giving me that 12. See how? 0 1 2 3 4 5. How it is? 1 2 4 3 7 and 5 12. So here we are. So now guys, I'm not going to tell you this, I'm going to tell you, but later on. First of all, I want you to try it out. This is your assignment, please comment it down. I am definitely looking forward for your answers, that you have to find nth Fibonacci number. I hope after watching this video it will become easy for you guys. I am hoping you will do it. If not, I am here, I will gonna help you. So keep coding, keep programming, and I will see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.